And we're live.
And next time we see Flippin' Joe try and go to sleep.
Absolutely. We need to emphasize.
Alright, we are live. This is Game 2 of the finals of the Gameclucks LAN, September 24th. I am Pato. We have TK Rain here, Highwind. Bans for this game, Dota2. Definitely not liking the Ashe Tark combo of banned Ashe Tark, and they've banned Yorick from last game. And Team Risk is just stuck with their bans from last game, Cog, Alistar, Lee Sin. Funny behind the scenes though, there's actually like a long time debating these bans, but it's funny that Iris just ended up banning the same people every time.
Yeah, these games, Dota 2 is coming off its first loss in the entire tournament. They got to win 2 straight here to just finish off the tournament. Otherwise, if High Risk takes this game here, they're going to see a bracket reset, and we're going to have to play a second best of 3.
Yeah, Dota 2 actually had the first pick, and they chose Morgana. Morgana actually wasn't banned this game. And then the other team followed up with a Mumu Gragas, almost like the counter ults to ults right there. Gragas with the push away. But they also picked Galio, which is actually a pretty good pick, a really good anti-AP pick. So this will be interesting to see that in lane. Grog back in the jungle is Warwick, and then instead Jarek is out of the jungle playing Singed. And it looks like Singed is actually going to go bottom here against the 2v lane. It looks like Janna and Vayne are actually going to, as Janna's rotating, are actually going to go top.
It's actually an interesting strategy. I kind of like it. It's counter to the meta. Nasus just wants the AFK farm, and in this way they're going to have some sort of sick harass, and they might be able to, prevent Nasus from, getting to that 120, 130, creep stats really quickly.
It is a really good strategy. I mean, they're both range champions. They both have Janna has her slow. Looks like she's going to go slow first, actually. So, I mean, with that combined with Vayne's damage output, probably have a pretty good chance at denying Nasus some experience here. And they're definitely not going to expect it.
And,
Let's go from bottom. This is right where they wanted. They get the slow off right away. Get the hit on Nasus. Nasus running away has 2 shots on him. Jukes out of the bushes. Vayne pulling back from that chase there. I don't know why she didn't try to get up there and get that second hit on him.
One thing I've noticed, and this is the second time I've seen it within this tournament, this might be good, for future games for the Dota 2 guys, is, there was no leash, no damage assistant on. This Warwick jungle, while it's super safe to have Warwick in your jungle, right now it's behind. It's about 5-10 seconds slower, than your standard jungle.
Looks like Jarek's actually really low right now from that harass. I mean, Galio and Kaelin's really hard. He's really low right now, but he does have that. He did start that cloth armor 5 pots. Nasus getting super harassed here.
That's the first time I've seen that skin.
Yeah, this is actually the Riot Nasus skin. This giant nightstick of doom.
Speaking of skins, we've seen several different Kog'Maw skins throughout this tournament. We've seen, you got Warwick skin. There's kind of a saying that the team that has the most, the most non-basic skins has an advantage.
It could be.
I think in this matchup, though, it's probably even on skins. Unless Caitlin's got one we don't know about. I do like this heavy harass.
Definitely putting a lot of pressure on this Nasus. Definitely zoning him out.
Problem is, Singe, probably not having a great time. If we check the CS, we can see that Nasus has only been limited to about 10. Singe has actually picked up, only 9. So, I mean, right now it's
not really working out. I mean, really, you traded one farm for the other. I mean,
but I think this is working out. This, Singe will eventually reach late game as long as you can keep Nasus from getting those last hits with his Q, that Siphon Strike. He's not going to be one-shotting fools, 15 minutes into the game or 20 minutes.
Oh, they're going to go on Nasus. Nasus throwing down, and they will pick up the kill on Nasus. A Mumu coming in. Turning on those tiers, taking a lot of damage here. It's going to be at half health. Top winning that battle up there.
I really like that. That seemed like a planned out. They planned that out. They have their exhaust time. They have their stun time. Their slow time. They pop up. First blood. You can't ask for anything else. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Although I still kind of wonder about the strategy though, because I mean, he is kind of getting a farm here, but I mean, at the same time, there's going to be nothing stopping Caitlyn from his farming. Another smack against the wall. Nasus again at half health. He does have a Philo Stone at this point, and some pots, so he's going to have some decent sustain.
What he's missing his boots. He's not going to be able to, he's not going to be able to run in and run out. And right now, that Vayne tumble is just beating him up. In our bot lane, I think we've got some heavy harass coming down on Singe. Singe
wants that Galio. Ooh, but Amuma's going to come in here. He does get a kill and trades. Ooh, it looks like Vayne gets picked off by Nasus. Nasus coming back. Janna really low here. Lands the Siphon Strike, but it's not enough damage. Not farmed up at this point. He hasn't really had a chance to farm it at all.
So Momo has actually made 2 appearances in lane, and this Warwick has,
made very few that I've seen.
Level 5, he's
and he has no mana.
He's not a real, heavy ganger until he hits 6, but still. He will pick up a lot of farm here. He'll probably get some experience too to catch up. Singe is going to show up. Singe is going to hit 6. Once Singe hits 6, he can play a little more aggressive. His ult's going to let him regen health. It's going to give him that extra damage and, resistances. So we could see some sort of fancy aggressive Singe play, even though it's 1v2. Vayne's come back to lane. It looks like Nasus went back to buy. Warwick looks like he's going to head to blue. He should donate that to Morgana. Singe starting to play a little aggressive here. I like this. He's tossing Galio around. Galio's just sitting on Chalice. Really has no other way to get health back other than his W.
Nasus pushed back to his turret again here.
Warwick is going to take blue, and it looks like he might go for a quick dragon. No, he just drops a pink ward. They realize it's not warded. He might go finish. He's really close to level 6. He's going to do this wolf camp, and he's probably going to look for a gank. Instead, he has, is that Endless Hunger? No, Blood Scent. He has it turned on, and he doesn't have it toggled off, so they know he's around. It could be just, to scare him a little bit, push him back a little bit. I think that was just wasted time. He could have just gone that wolf camp, he could have hit 6, and he probably could have forced the gank at mid.
Gragas right now with blue, and they're just basically farming against each other. Gragas can throw his barrel, but Morgana can just try to block it with her spell shield. She's getting pushed around a little bit here.
Morgana about half health. Nasus going for a second gold per 10 IM.
Ooh, he's pushed against the wall. They move in, putting damage onto him. Ooh, and he dodges some hits there. Taking no damage from Vayne.
Warwick
Jumps onto Nasus.
Bumps up
And they will pick up the kill again.
I like that play. He actually managed to turn Bloodstem off this time, so they didn't know he was there. Momo coming in mid for a gank. Oh, his ult
Good
just
flash.
misses. We're gonna flash his out.
Oh, good flash by Gragas in the body slam. Top turret's gonna fall. Dota2 picking up the first turret of this game.
They managed to pick up first turret. They managed to pick up first blood, and you know they're pretty even kills.
Looks like Singe is gonna pick up this kill onto Amamu, unless he has some flash trickery going on here. Being super aggressive, not getting that poison onto him the whole way there. That's gonna hurt this kill.
He's just gonna run away.
Now he's running for his life. He is super low though. Gallia is gonna pick up the kill. A little bit too much aggression there. Warwick doesn't have any business there right now.
So far to this point, I think the game plan that's being executed is decent. You know, they got that top turret. They might want to consider, transitioning. They want to definitely look at Dragon, which they have warded. However, Caitlyn is free farming in bot lane. She might get that turret.
Yeah, Caitlyn, you definitely don't want the opposing team carry to sit there and free farm. Right now, Caitlyn is sitting at 80 creep kills, Vayne at 65. So as far as carries go, way ahead. Singe, who's been laning against, are only 59. One thing uncharacteristic about Dota recently in their games is they're actually getting out farmed here. Normally, they've been the ones out farming their opponents. And it may be because of this new strategy that they've kind of set up and being thrown off a little bit by that. But definitely not characteristic of themselves so far.
Looks like the support has rotated down. You've got Singe Jano with a gank on bot. You've got Ward.
Closing on Nasus. Nasus surely in a lot of trouble here.
Ward with his hit with blue red buff. Oh, Nasus all gives the extra help. He's gonna run and
oh, he might escape. He is gonna escape. That is amazing. Amazing.
Gargus with the save.
Didn't even get that last hit on there to slow him down even. But yeah, great save by Gragas. Great composure by Nasus. Held onto that ult and got it just in the nick of time.
Looks like we're gonna dive on bot turret here. Singe activates his ult.
Ooh, he's gonna get
caught into the ult.
Jan's gonna take a turret hit. They're actually in trouble here. Kate a little low on mana. They're pinging like they want to go back in at Galio. Jarek really aggressive here. Does not pick up a toss.
Toss Caitlyn instead.
He's gotta be careful. He walks into a trap.
He is done for. Paying for Dragon now. Nasty pick and kill with Vayne.
I'm gonna try to get this Dragon. So far, no rotation by Risk.
Right now, Risk doesn't know that they're dealing Dragon because they have not had a ward there. That's actually, that peak ward is the second one, and it's been there for about, so the first ward died, and then they put a new pick down.
And now the jig is up, but it is gonna be Team Dota 2's Dragon to have. Now they're gonna clear out blue. Looks like Warwick's going to take this one as well.
Yeah, so they really should be giving these blues to the AP carry, and,
It is a tough scenario, though. I mean, Warwick usually not very good on mana. I mean, he almost needs a blue. That's kind of a little bit of a weakness with him. I mean, you can give it to the carry, but he's going to run out of mana really fast if he tries to keep jungling. If he goes around and is successful at ganking, it can work out, but...
Well, I mean, with the Wriggles, he doesn't really need mana to jungle. The Wriggles plus his passive is going to be enough to sustain him. And it's going to be, his jungle's still going to be as quick. The major benefit is that his ult, which is his primary ganking tool, will have a nice cooldown. You know, if we take a look at the farm, you know, Nasus, you know, has been hindered and has been ganked a few times, but still got 2 kills and he's still up to about 78 creep stats. You know,
Gragas pulling ahead in mid. Caitlyn ahead of the Dota2's carry as well.
this is still a pretty even game, I would say. Singe, you know, not much life, still playing super aggressive. He does have a Catalyst, he does have Ninja Tabby, so, I mean, he's got the ability to dodge and then get that.
They're coming up here on Nasus. Vayne lagging a little bit behind.
Doesn't he get a pin into a turret? And I think they're just going to give up and fall back. They see a Mamu. And Gragas coming up. This is, you know, not looking good. Warp decides to take the high road. Can't figure out which way to go. Gets a little hesitates a little bit. Gragas is still going to go in.
The back off, fakes it, comes back out, gets the
Momo
barrel down.
Momo should have his ult here.
But no one's there to follow up, so he pulls out.
And Morgana just kind of just staying there and farming. I think if I'm Morgana there, I try my best to come up there. If you know, Morgana's ult is down, but
You know, I kind of just feel like the problem with this strategy is that normally, you know, you have that, they've had that bottom lane, they've been like kind of like farming the bottom lane, but I feel like having 2 people top is 2 people away from Dragon, and I don't know if that's necessarily the best strategy, or they're kind of out of the rest of the fights that are going on in like mid and bottom. And they could be held off by just like simply having a Nasus there. So I think they kind of give up control on the rest of the map by just having 2 people up here all the time. And they are pretty susceptible to being attacked.
I'm also curious. You know, if Vayne had gone Wriggles here, see where she goes. She probably got a PF sword. If Vayne goes Wriggles here and Ward goes Wriggles, with this strategy, is it possible to get like a, you know, like an 18-minute Baron? I mean, like, you know, something. I mean, you know, they got that early turret. I think it could be possible with this. I don't know. Because it's so unique to the meta.
Well, I mean, high risk just wards right there, so I mean, they would be ready for it.
I'm gonna say if you drop a pink there, or if Janet gets an early oracles and they just continue to, you know, to counter ward that area.
Caitlyn's gonna pick up bot turret. Warwick coming in. Vayne and Janet pushing this bottom turret, pressing their advantage on Nasus.
Try not to let Nasus get that farm. Here comes a move from the side, maybe trying to gank Vayne and Janna. Seems like nothing's happening.
They're just gonna pull straight out. Since pushing this lane, getting a nice toss and damage on the Galio.
Singe not caring at all that there's 2 people against him.
And that is the beauty of Singe. You get a little bit tanky, and especially with your ult and the poison, where you put a lot of damage on people, and you're super tanky and super hard to kill, super hard to deal with. Warwick got CV'd, so he backed out.
Nasus with 119 keep kills.
Yeah, NASA's now actually pulled ahead.
Wow.
That top harass not really paying off now at this point in the game, 18, 19 minutes into the game. Started off good early, it looked good, but I mean, even NASA was even still able to come back and get some kills on Vayne, even though they had 2 people there. So I mean, I think if that was pushed through fully and they were able to deny him those kills as well, like maybe he wouldn't be able to pull back through like he would. Janet getting caught and going in for blue. She's gonna flash and get an ult. I don't know if that's worth it now. Almost getting caught there.
Be a perfect time for Team Risk to initiate. They don't have that Janna ult to counter Moon's ult.
I mean, that's a perfect point. I mean, right now their team fight is down a Janna ult to try to protect themselves, and Janna's flash. So Janna's actually a kill if they can catch her at all. Mumu coming in behind Morgana. Throws up her black shield. He's gonna cry all over her. She's gonna walk away. Caitlyn picking up a kill. Bottom. Singed not invincible. They're gonna reward Dragon. Bane's still top. Wants to duke it out with Nasus. Nasus quick against the wall. Exhausted. Putting lots of hits onto him. Nasus still with a lot of health though.
Coming in.
Ooh, they get him. Mumu, good ult. They pick up Janna. Might pick up Vayne here, taking some turret hits.
Ross is coming from the side. Don't see him yet. Back.
He's super low. Gragas coming in.
Missed
Good
all
dodge.
his barrels, but Moon picked up the kill with Vayne.
Looks like Rift might move in on Dragon now. At least moving up and checking it out. Don't want Warwick stealing that in the night. Yeah, they're pushing up bottom. Looks like they're pinging to any of the other opposing team's jungle. Caitlyn getting more farm, getting fed. Caitlyn now sitting on a BF sword, almost a Infinity Edge right now. Could probably go back and buy one right now. Ashe finishing, or Vayne finishing her Bloodthirster. Now they have Warwick Singe, but I don't know if this is really worth their time here. I think it's kind of a waste. They're not going to really be able to push this unless they leave the lane. Gragas pushing mid. I think they fancy a kill onto Nasus here. Nasus running away, getting slowed. Nasus, they do pick up the kill on Nasus, but Dragon at the same time by Risk. Singe trying to get in there to do something, flip someone, but it's no dice. Teamfight's going to break out now. Good barrel against Morgana. Morgana ults, but she's going to go down probably here. She does go down. Warwick moves in, not dealing enough damage. She's going to get kited. Meanwhile, Mumu running away from Singe. Singe pulled out of the fight, chasing a Mumu alone.
Singe just doing his poison so much damage.
But he gets picked off by a good barrel from Gragas. Warwick's got to be careful here. They got to be careful here. Good block. Vayne coming in late. Vayne would have came down earlier, might have had some kills here. She comes down a little bit late, stayed up there, farm top for a bit. I think right there was a point where they killed Nasus and then Janna and Vayne's went top, and if they would have came down right away, probably could have got a lot more kills in that team fight. But since they went top instead of just coming straight down during Dragon, I think they gave up some kills there. I think someone said this Nasus skin was ugly. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I think it was alright.
I actually do.
It's like Dota2 finding themselves down 3 kills.
And some dragons now at this point in the game.
So far, the turrets are pretty even.
Ooh, Vayne getting pinched off here. Getting ulted. I don't think she's going to be able to escape this time. Great at dodging the skill shots, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's very costly at this point in the game. You know, it's 23 minutes, 24 minutes of the game. You know, they're going to probably lose this turret here. That's another weakness. of losing an AD carry to a top solo. Your support's not going to be able to handle that jungle and that and that bruiser top.
And especially Nasus, who's known for killing turrets really easy. We're gonna come out here, but she's not gonna be able to catch Gragas. He can easily just dash over this wall and juke her Q, and if she doesn't land her Q, then she's got nothing to chase him with. Moo backing. Warding in Oracles by Janna. Looking at levels here, Gragas is at 17, clearly farming and just staying in lane for a really long time. That 204 creep kills, outclassing pretty much everyone right now.
We got a Rabadon and already a second needlessly large rod. He's probably going to turn that into a zone, yes. Can't think of anything else with the turn.
At that point, I mean, you can't even really focus him. Warwick trying to trade with Nasus. Nasus hits way harder though.
He's also got 4 levels.
They're going to dive right onto Warwick. Warwick kind of a non-factor right now.
Somehow Warwick is way behind in levels. Rumble actually level 14 at this point. Warwick's only 11, having to go back to base.
Well, I think you were going for a little bit, but I think there's been, we kind of noted early that Warwick wasted his time coming bot. I kind of also feel like there's some points earlier where he was actually sitting in bottom bushes with Sin on a turret they really couldn't push him, just sitting there. And I mean, if you're not getting experience and you're just sitting there in a bottom bush doing nothing, I mean, I don't really know what you're doing at that point. And I mean, Warwick's one of those characters that can't really afford to be behind because then he just really does no damage. I mean, he's a stun for a couple seconds, and then he's nothing. Sin's really aggressive on the mid turret, flashing out.
Vayne gets caught. Or sorry,
Caitlyn gets caught. Pin's caught in transition. Warwick coming in. Nasus goes down.
This is
actually looking like a good turnaround. Really right now though, a little too aggressive. They just need to get a turret and it looks like they dive in there. They really need to pick up that turret. That turret's more valuable than trying to be overly aggressive at the enemy's turret. Good all pushing their team away. Good Galio all catches 3 people.
Followed by a second of Mumwalk.
Looks like they might pick up Warwick too. Barrel's just short. Now they're all low and there's definitely no way they're going to get that mid turret. Lots of people backing.
Vayne eyeballing that farm up top, goes up to clear. Looks like Morgana's like, hey, can I have some of this? Meanwhile, mid turret's getting pushed by creeps.
Meanwhile, it is support, but Hank only with the very basic items, so he must be warding and using those oracles a lot, but I mean, there's not, I mean, they got some cover on Blue and Baron where they need it, but right now they're still behind, still down turrets, down about 3 kills now. No buffs on Dragon, or no wards on Dragon. Janna only level 10. Spending lots of time supporting, that's a trap that you can get caught into too, where you can fall behind if you start dying, if you die a little bit earlier, and just following someone around and transitioning all the time. It's really hard to stay even in levels. Gragas already 18, Nasus now 16.
Looks like they found Mamu down at Dragon, but there's not much they can do. Singe, is kind of being zoned out by Caitlyn. This is going to end up being a free Dragon.
Another Dragon for Risk. Now they're moving up like they want to move in.
I would be careful here. Galio Mumble could be devastating.
Caitlyn. Ooh. Good engagement. Looks like Zane's going to focus on Caitlyn. Caitlyn goes down. Good initiate, but oh, looks like they might catch Vayne. That's what they need to do if they're going to turn this fight around. Singe doing work. Vayne coming back in. Huge damage on a Galio. Galio goes down. Nats is coming in though. He's gonna Q. Oh, almost Q's.
Vayne
Q's
getting
away
away with
Vayne.
less than 5 health.
And oh, there's the huge Siphon Strike that he's been farming up all game. Vayne running for her life. Nasus does have that Triforce, and once you have that Triforce and a farm Q, look out.
Meanwhile, Singe.
Singe, great pickup on Gragas there.
Does not care about the turret. But he does care about Nasus though.
He definitely cares about Nasus. Nasus, they're just going to pass like 2 ships in the night apparently. Nasus looking for that Q again. He gets that Q.
One Q.
Oh! Lots of good stuff. Oh, great work on the Nasus.
Good play. Nice playing into the Vayne stun. It's a good John Papa.
Dota2 starting to look like they want this game. They're calling for
a Baron. And right now, Risk has 2 people down. Janet clearing out wards, preparing.
Oh.
Mumu.
Amumu with his Oracle.
Galio.
Janet now running for her life.
Ooh, now clearing his ward.
I know when she's going back in there attempting that. I mean, earlier we saw a flash ult to try to get away from that same situation, and that didn't work out for her. Coming back in, this is dangerous. Galio comes back around. Now he's actually in a lot of trouble. Now they're going to have to come in, gets Idol Duran. And she also gets popped back in, counter-ulted.
Lost that Oracle.
So you lost the Oracle, and now you've lost ward control around Baron. This is really bad. They have 2 people pushing bottom, trying to get that turret. I mean, Risk, if they really want to, they could easily put pressure on this Baron and take it. Dota2 realizing the Sin staying bottom, Organic on top.
Teleport.
I mean, Warwick just not enough levels. Catch Sin. Sin's gonna go in there and mix it up now. This is what he does best with his ult. He's really hard to kill here. If he's not putting damage onto your Baron, they're still gonna pick up Baron. And Sin just might die here. Good play by Vayne.
Here goes Nasus. Nasus does not care.
Nice with that lifesteal and that huge Q. Vayne doing a really good job here. They're not focusing her. She's getting 1 or 2 people away from the fights and able to do a lot of damage. Morgana taking lots of damage, still gets out of there. Singe running away, gets picked off by Kate. Now they're going to trade. Vayne almost dies there. Vayne at 50 health.
Another narrow escape, I'm telling you.
I mean, that's nerves of steel right there.
So
a little bit of luck.
Even trade, but Risk walked away with Baron, and I think they're gonna have 3 of their players with Baron. They still got most of their turrets up. You know, while it's much closer now. You know, Dota2 is gonna figure something out. You know, usually they're ahead. You know, usually they're playing mind games with the opponents. Now it looks like, you know, they're the ones that are looking kind of confused. Morgana's right, you know, solo blue. She probably should get some help. You know, Baron here.
Looks like she's gonna get blue, but at like half health. Ward trying to get that solo experience so he can take back up in levels.
Morgana's still working on blue. She's gonna blue pill back.
She'll have to at this point. Caitlyn has that Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer. Vayne has her Phantom Dancer, looking like she's going to start the Infinity Edge with her Bloodthirster.
Janna's starting to regain some of that war control. They're going to need this if they're going to try and turtle. You know, right now you do not want to get picked off. You know, this is the worst thing that can happen if you're Dota2. If they come in, they pick off one of your players, especially, you know, Vayne. You know, work might be sacrificial, but, you know, they're just gonna dive under your turret. They've got double AoE.
Looks like Warwick's gonna get picked off here.
Oh yeah, that Nasus.
Oh, Banshee's Veil coming up right in time. Oh, fail flash! Insult to injury. He's gonna infinite dress on to get something going. But he's definitely going to fall. Singe in there, mixing it up, being annoying, doing his job. Vayne backing off, trying to survive. Janet coming in, going for the save. Again, Singe in the thick of it. Morgana doesn't have enough damage and sustainability though. She's probably going to go down here if they keep pursuing it. If they're not, Vayne
has been slain.
move, pick it up. This battle's all over the place right now. Oh, wow, Morgana barely escaping, but they're definitely going to pick up this Galio here too. Vayne picking up all the kills. They really got to focus that Vayne. I can tell you right now, behind the scenes, when I was at this game, the Amumu in this game, very intense player on their team, like literally like at the point of almost screaming at his team during a lot of these battles. But at the same time, you want those kind of people that, I mean, they definitely want to win. They want to do everything they can. They're just really intense players.
I like what Dota2's doing here. You know, even going against a team that had a little bit of Baron left, they managed to win a team fight. It's huge for them.
Vayne's feeling good, but a little overconfident now. She doesn't have any mana left.
She cannot afford to get picked off. Singe coming in.
Definitely not. Singe trying to get this Nasus.
Oh, Gragas coming.
Gragas great pickup on Vayne. Caitlyn coming in, their AD just put huge damage. I mean, they just hung out there a little bit too long. I mean, they had just pulled ahead in kills, 21-19, and now it's back to even. Except for it's not even because Risk has Barons and Dragon advantage.
You know, this is not good for them. Galio ultimately up.
I mean, they're definitely going to get this turret here too. Nasus coming in. I mean, this is going to be 2 turrets. There's definitely going to be 2 turrets. Chunk away this turret here.
They can activate some ults here and they're going to get this in him. So.
Warwick goes in, but I mean, that's really for naught.
There's the Galio.
I mean, they really don't have their team there to take advantage of that fight. I mean, Warwick went in, Morgana went in, but there was really no damage there.
Vayne's back up, but she's not going to do much against.
I mean, if there's only one person to focus, I guarantee you that Risk team is gonna focus her. I think in those guerrilla warfare fights, she had a better chance. Now she's getting stunned and focused. She's gonna pick up a kill.
Not worth it.
Nasa's playing the position game really well. Valiant effort, but not enough.
Sick play. It was pretty good. At this point, though.
I definitely feel like at this point he's kind of feeling like, you know, he's got to do something and carry his team, and so I kind of understand that play. Smarter play is to stay alive at that point.
Pretty much.
Or wait for Singe to engage on Nasus. Hank Young and his team. Gotta keep the Vayne alive.
You know, with the pressure of, you know, potentially having to play a second best of 3 here, you know, they just lost, you know, their him. You know, Baron's going to be coming up soon. You know, they might not be able to contend it. They might have to give it up. I mean, things are looking kind of grim. And I can tell you from being at this tournament, it was running late. And, you know, people were getting tired. Play mistakes are starting to happen. Before, people were playing a lot more crisp. Mechanically, with fundamental, you know, sound fundamentals. Now, you know, we're seeing blank, you know, just ults coming out of nowhere. And now we see, you know, Dota2 not in position to contend this band.
Yeah, Morgana way out of position. Doing blue again by herself doesn't even get blue. Warwick comes in, ults.
Might not be worth it. All flash out that Galleon and that Mumu ult.
Singe doing his work. Warwick going down. Vayne easily getting focused, not even behind her teammates, off on her own side. It's picked off easy.
Morgana ult does do a lot of damage, but it's not going to be
But
enough.
I mean, there's nothing there to capitalize, and that's really the problem right now. Singe getting kited like a boss.
That's is not caring. He's going in.
Gragas definitely going to pick up this Janna. Might even pick up this Morgana, but they're not going to chase. They're probably going to just do... Oh, they are going to chase, and they're going to pick up... They want that kill. But make sure there's no one there to stop their Baron. They want to do their Baron in peace. Oh, Nasa's just going to go straight up the pipe. Makes sense. He can put a lot of damage on turrets really quickly. And they're just going to push for the win here.
So bad he jumps the tower.
Yeah, and there's nothing they can do about it. This is actually a really smart play. Another really well played game.
Has reset the brackets.
I mean, they lose their first game of the tournament, and now they haven't lost a game since, and they're up one game in the series. So they're going to have to win another best of 3 to pull this out. Dota 2, I mean, they're going to get a chance to go back to the drawing board, take a break, and maybe they'll come back with something new, and they'll find what they lost in those from those early games in the tournament.
Up next, finals.